Thanks for joining me, Sunshines. We are talking Turffontein on the Standside track. That is the meeting set for Saturday, and then later on next week we're going to have a few days off from any local racing at all. But the Turffontein meeting, we've got 9 races carded. The first race gets underway at 10 minutes past 12. It's run over 1,160 metres. Now, this was twice the storm. Ran encouragingly the first couple of times. I'm going to ignore that last run, which was over the 1450, is now back up the straight. I see the blinkers have been fitted. That may just do the trick. Blinkers on the 5, twice the storm. And so that looks the one to be with of the racehorses, but I'm not that excited about race 1. I see there's good money on www.hollywoodbets.net. Just checking up for a horse called Euston, a debutant who opened at 12.5 to 1, has shortened into 5.5. 6 to 1, nice horse. May need the experience, is the comment from the stable. So that's the first race of the racehorses, and number 5, twice the storm. But we are going to have to do a market check on the first timers, and that also stands in the second, which is the first leg of the bipots. This is run over 1,160 metres. Get your bipots on by 12:40. Now the favourite here, Gregarious Gal, is very short at 0.63. Showed a lot of speed on debut, ran very, very well. There have been 2 runners from the form line. They've both run unplaced. Now, I'm not saying this horse cannot win. It stands out, but I think the price of 0.63 in my book is exceptionally short on this favourite. I don't believe that the field was too good first time. The horse was green. Would have come on with the experience, but as I say, it can win. We're going to have to go with it first, but I wouldn't be chasing after that price. Now, Lucky Houdalakis has got 2 horses that return from rest here. One of them is Queen Theodora, 285 days off the track. The other one returns from 100 and odd day rest, a horse called Inner Sense, who didn't run too badly first time out. In this race, I think it's called Maseva, number 7. There's a first-timer who's a half-sister to the very well-performed Heaven's Girl. That's the 7, Musi Yeni for Paul Peter. Then the 8, Rocket's Red Glare, is ridden by Joshua Solomons, is a half-sister to Mitch Goddy's Wish, as well as Stone Cold. So once again, watch the market. At the moment, Gregarious Gal is at 0.63, Inner Sense at 4.55 to 1, Maseva, number 7, is at 6.25 to 1. The slide will follow at the end. As we go through this card later on, there are some races. I thought the play, swingers, trifectas, exactas, bets like that. Let's go to the third, which is a maiden plate. First leg of the place accumulator, Big Guy, is the favourite here at 1.82, and possibly rightly so. Has been slow every start, but closed in hand over fist last time out with the blinkers on. Running third, 1.5 lengths behind. That was a much, much improved run. Also improving was Atlantic City, who's owned by the Hollywoodbets syndicate. This also has shown form before in KZN. Had run some rather shocking races in Gauteng, but improved last time out, went second, a neck behind Chasing Mavericks. Flag Bearer is having start number 16. Flag Bearer is a second favourite at 2 to 1. I don't know if the horse is good enough to get away with it, because last time out it was a work riders, but over the page, at least in the winning form, you've got a horse called Treaty. She's a filly. She's got an apprentice claiming 4 kgs. She's now allocated to race with 49 kilograms. So she's getting 11 kgs from the likes of the 1, the 2, the 3 and the 4, who appear to be the main lights in the race. Treaty is trading at 6.25 to 1. A place is just under 7 to 10. As I say, she is a filly. Last time out in the work riders, over 2,000 metres, she ran third. She is having start number 13. I just thought with the amount of weight in her favour, possibly she could be the dark horse in the race. And that, I think, maybe a little bit of value there at 6.25 to 1, a win. And the placing, number 8, Treaty, the filly, to run well in the third. Of the others, I am going with Big Guy, Atlantic City and Flow Forever. Race 4 starts off the pick 6 on the Saturday. Crusade to Royalty is at 2.27 to 1 with Hollywood. Castle Durrow is just behind on the heels at 2.86 to 1. Let There Be Light, number 2, is at 3.03 to 1. Very importantly, please note that number 2, Let There Be Light, is no longer trained by Paul Peter. The horse is now with the Jaap Visser yard. Jaap Visser is the trainer of the 2, Let There Be Light, and not Paul Peter. Also note that JP van der Merwe is medically indisposed. He will not be riding on the afternoon. So, the 4th race, where do we stand in the market? Crusade to Royalty then is the favourite. If you look at the weight turnarounds here, it's all in favour, plenty in a favour, in the form of the 4 Castle Durrow. So I am leaning to the 4 Castle Durrow. I do like Greek Miss, who has to shoulder 61 with Musi. I'm going 4-3-1-5. Castle Durrow, the selection in race 4. Now, the 5th race, I thought it was very hard to separate them in race 5. Little to choose between the likes of Razor Hallelujah, who's carrying 60 kgs but can turn it on, this horse. Very capable of a real powerful finish. As well as the likes of Flying First Class, who has done so well. Dave Nieuwenhuizen, Calvin Abib, that mare. And the very expensive purchase, 1.2 million, it was Lamborghini. And that's what the betting market would suggest in the race. Fly First Class is 2 to 1. Lamborghini at 2.27. Razor Hallelujah at 2.86. Although there's that 60 on, I do think that Razor Hallelujah is a big runner, but maybe Lamborghini could just get away with this one. But I think it's going to be a closely fought affair. Race 6, the Racehorse Owners Association over 2,000 metres. Now, this race, really, bar the horse I like, and a lot is dependent on the state of the horse, the well-being of the horse, because this horse is a horse called Sudden Star, who last time out in the Cape had post-race distress. But this horse has done very well in Cape Town. This is certainly no slouch. 94-day rest. If you look in the past, has returned from a rest on 4 occasions, won on 3 of those occasions. Obviously with a new yard, new surroundings, new province, but Sudden Star in his day is certainly a force to be reckoned with. 7.14 to 1, even money, as I say. We're going to have to see what transpires in the market there. If there's an almighty drift, I would be very concerned, but I'm tentatively going with Sudden Star. Behind that, there's nothing really between them. Number 7, You Can't Hurry Love. The 5, Ocean Warrior. The 8, Opera Glass. Honourable mention for this horse, Rouge Allure. I mean, what a job Steve Moffat has done. Gavin Lerena aboard. I'm not so sure about the 2,000 metres, but is a 15-time winner. Race 7 is a merit-rated 91 handicap. This is run over the 7 furlongs, the 7th race on the card. Yeah, I was keen on this horse called Roha, or Ruha, whatever you prefer, who ran against the boys last time out. Gavin Lerena for Paul Peter. I do like that one. Over the page, a special variety, doesn't carry much weight. Obviously, is up against Stronger. That's very much form. The selection there is going to be the 3 from the 7, then the 1 and the 6. Race 8 on the cards, merit-rated 73 handicap. Mama Quera, number 1 on the card, always has to be respected. Goes very well for Gavin Lerena. Is carrying quite a bit of weight there, the 60, returning from an 86-day rest, but you can't fault the horse track and trip, really. Mama Quera is currently 3.57 to 1. Bella Rosa is at 3.33 to 1. Now, at first glance, I really like that, but I'm now a little bit put off. There's 772 days since the last victory. Look, carrying 52 kgs. I think a bit more was expected last time. Can be slow and runs on mostly when the race is all but over. I like the stable companion, Princess Philippa, number 4, who's at 8.5 to 1 and just under 18 to 10 a place. I thought that could be the value. Little to choose between the 1 and the 4. Then the 6, the 10, and another roughie I would throw into swingers, and so that kind of play, a real rank outsider, is number 12, Coco Hill, at the weight. So I just thought that Coco Hill could improve you. Number 12, a daughter of Captain or Cape Town Noir, who is at a big price. Just checking on the website, what is the price there? 16.67 and 3.5, but that's more like swinger potential trifecta exactus. Race 9. Ridge to Reef. This one is from the Ashley Fortune Yards. Used to be with Paddy Creer. The weight comes off with the apprentice claiming. I mean, have a look at that meeting with Frontline Fighter. Is 6 kgs better off. A lot in the favour, once again, of this horse due to that claim. Ridge to Reef. I do like a horse here as an each-way chance. It's now with a new stable. And I think that this horse is overdue to improve. Also, a very expensive purchase. Hasn't lived up to expectations. But I like number 10, Power Ranger. Power Ranger is currently at 8.33 to 1. And a placing there is 17 to 10. Those are the two for me, the 10 and the 2 in race 9. It's an interesting cards. As I say, later on, maybe the play those previously mentioned bets, the exotics. That's it on the Saturday. Turffontein Standside track powered by Hollywoodbets. We are Get Your Bets On with Hollywood. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.